here's the thing, you have to promote this stuff. And let everybody know you have it. You can't just write it, send it off into space. You have to be able to sell what you have. You have to be able to monetize it. Everybody will put information out there for free. But that doesn't pay me. I have 20-something thousand followers on Twitter. You know how many checks I've got from Twitter? Twitter doesn't pay me. Our subscribers pay me. So if I put everything out for free on Twitter, it doesn't help. I can put our story out and let people know we have it. And then people come to our site and say, hey, I want to read that. I'm going to pay them $9 a month to watch it, or to read it, or to watch the video you guys do, or to read your report from a camp. So you have to be able to do video, photo. I mean, we send guys out to different spots. I think it was signing day. We had Sarah was at a school, Jake was at 2 schools, Trent was at 2 schools. I think we had 7, 8 different reports on location. Each one of those reporters out there had to be able to shoot a video, take a photograph, write a story, and then promote it. You can't do all that. I have no idea. And that's not just me. I mean, everyone's getting that way. I know it's newspaper guys that I started in the business with. They've come to me and say, "Hey, my boss is making me learn to take photographs," and they hand me the camera. And what do I do? And I show them how to do it.
So my next task was to actually watch sports and to record all the players and to do research on them, so that way when I go in and interview them or have to go and talk to them or record a video, I know who they are, I know about their stats, I know what position they play, and I know how they play, so that way I can ask more intriguing questions. But it was pretty boring, I'll tell you that.
Okay, how to go up? What did you like, what did you not like? And that gets them, in other words, they don't have to start immediately talking about recruiting or next week's team or something like that. That just happened, and you can get their reaction to what just happened. Then slowly build into the second most important question of the day. Like say if it's a recruit, where are you at in the recruiting cycle right now? Who are your favorites? Who are you going to go visit? If it's someone on the team after a game, what did you think of this call? What did you think of this play? Why did you win? Why did you win? Why did you lose? And then maybe the most important question. Now that they've kind of warmed up to it, something maybe a little pointed, a little tougher for them to answer. But now we already have a rapport going. We're speaking, and they'll get to it. And it's the same way if I'm doing an interview with questions. A few easy questions for them to answer, and then it gets a little tougher. But you spend more time when you can do a phone interview, or you're going to sit down with them and talk versus doing something on video. If it's on radio, you have no choices. I mean, you have no. It's live.
Yeah.
So you can't mess it up. If you stumble, then you just have to keep going. It's going straight out there, and for that, I spend more time honing. I have my questions written out exactly the way I want to say it. Now, granted, they may not come out that way, but you want to be more prepared because it's more time sensitive. It's immediate. A video, if you mess up, hey, can we start this over? You just don't want to do that because you're in the locker room and they don't want to do it, or you can cut it out. And with a story, you can write it. And you have, if you ask a dumb question or they give you a dumb answer, you just don't use it. So in other words, when you talk about time frames, enough so that you get the story, spend enough time on that, enough time researching them so that you don't ask them those questions that you already could know the answer to.
Like researching players, trying to figure out what to write about. Yeah. So one of the most interesting parts is he had me go out and find people that have all these type of scholarships, that have amazing abilities, and to do a video and then finally write a paper about them. And the thing was, I'm sitting here like, how? So I'm still writing and now I'm editing the videos, but how do you create a story about people that really don't have one? The greatest thing happened. I actually got to go to UGA and talk to Ryan Nabosi, and that was even the best part. I got to actually sit through a practice, visit the computer section and where they do all the recording in the studio. It was just breathtaking, absolutely amazing. I loved it.
Even though they are the competition, these are friends I've grown. I mean, I've known these guys, right? And you never know when you're going to be working with those people. You know, a lot of people get into little beefs on the beat. They're also competitive. And I'm like, that's never a good idea because you might be wanting to hire that person in 2 years. So don't burn any bridges.
So let's figure out how to phrase this first. So we'll pause so that way when I cut it, it won't look like.
Understood.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around this way and make it really hard for you. How do you flip around?
How do you flip around?
This way you drop in a photograph.
Yep, B-roll, everything.
Yeah, it's double B-roll.
Call it. So, how many hours should I spend reviewing my player, researching who I'm about to go interview, and making up questions for the person that I'm about to go see?
How much are you aware? There is no set time frame for something like that. The way I do it is I want to be sure that what is my end product? What's the last thing I'm going to have? I'm going to have a story, or it's going to be a video. If it's a story, then I can have a list of 10, 12 questions and just go through them. And if they give me a terrible answer, just use it in the story. It's going to be a stand-up video, without having to do a lot of cut and a lot of editing and a lot of stuff like that, which I don't want to do. I want to shoot it, put it up, let everybody know we have it. Think, what are the 5 to 10 questions that I need answered? Now, I usually do something to relax the person I'm speaking with. After a game.
Hi, my name is Aria Kilgore. I was wondering if I could speak to Roddy Nabosi.